want more than to stay alive. So come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. I'm not thinking, dancing through the night. We stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, so come on over.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome to Tall Man Cruises Ventures live show. I am your host, Robert, a.k.a. The Tall Man. This is my lovely wife, Lisa, a.k.a. Mrs. Tall Man. Not that anyone ever calls her that. We have rousted her out of bed to at least be here. She's probably not going to say much. She's still not feeling great, and if she talks, she's probably going to cough, and, well, you know what happens after that. Anyway, we spent a great day today, and there she goes. She's already coughing. Just smiling. We were in Cozumel, and we were docked downtown at Punta Langusta. Punta Langosta. I can't remember. It was in the highlights. And so we got off the boat for a little bit. We'll talk about that in a minute, because today we are here to talk about, at least at the beginning, Deck 6. We did Deck 5 yesterday. We're doing Deck 6 today. But first, of course, we got to show you balcony cam. That is a live look at this very moment outside of our cabin, 11268. It is windy. It was a beautiful day today. We get out to sea, and all of a sudden, holy moly, the winds are cranking.
It's like when we left Cabo.
Yeah, if you remember, like balcony cam from yesterday, you could barely see anything. There was no waves, there was no nothing, and right now it's just cranking. It's just cranking out there. I'm surprised you can't hear the whistle coming from the door, the balcony door, because of course we have balcony cam out there, so there's cable running out there.
It does sound like a little bit like a roar.
It does.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll talk more about that in a little bit. We are here, if you will, to talk about Deck 6 first. Just like last night, I'm going to have to do a little bit of narrating because there was a lot of music playing. But first, your housekeeping notes. If this is your first time joining us, you know what to do, right? Hit the subscribe button. Become part of the Tall Man Clan. It is free to you, costs you absolutely nothing, and it really does help the channel. Hit that thumbs up button, right? There's an applause for everybody that's already given us a thumbs up. And we appreciate each and every one of you. We do put up different content on our Facebook group. Please go there. Just search Tall Man's Cruise Adventures on Facebook. We put up the daily menus and food pics and all kinds of other fun stuff that we do outside of content that we create for YouTube. Make sure you answer the 2 questions or it's going to decline you, okay? The group is free, but, you got to at least answer the 2 questions, okay? So there's your housekeeping notes for the moment. Let's get to Deck 6. Hey there, Tall Man Clan, and welcome back. This morning we are on the MSC Seascape. We're on Deck 6, and we're going to look at all the public areas in relationship to elevators and stairs. Now, we always like to start off to the right. Unfortunately, there is nothing over here to the right. Just some doors that are not, accessible to us. So we're sort of cut back to the middle and going to the Cala Jandal restaurant. They like to use bottles of wine as artwork. We see that on a lot of their ships. All right, you can see here, first seating 5, 7:15, and 9:15. This is where we ate last night. All right, so completely different look than the restaurant we saw on Deck 5 that had a lot of darker colors like black and stuff. You see it's more of a rust color with the brown woods and stuff. Nice big windows. However, if I get a little bit closer, that's the bottom of the lifeboat right there, and then the deck of the boat. So you're not seeing too much of the world pass by through here. We try to do a time lapse during our dinner. Wasn't a ton to see. All right. In fact, that's our table right back there, right in the corner. They shoved us in the corner, $7.90. Our wait staff is real cool. They did a good job. So we'll cut across to the other side. Yeah. Again, use of mirrors to open the space up, which is really nice. There we go. Thought for a minute that guy in security might be following us around. All right, and that's the entire restaurant. It's a little bit smaller than some restaurants we see on cruise ships, but they have it all worked out, which is nice. Come back out, some more of these digital screens throughout the ship. So let's go ahead and stay to the right. All right, and there comes the music. As there's some bathrooms right there, handicapped accessible. As we get, and there is one of those kiosks to attach your credit card to your key card. Again, this one is credit card only. And there's another restroom for ladies and also handicap accessible. We are on, again, deck 6, overlooking the atrium area there. You can see their staircase with all the Swarovski crystals in there. There's a really nice sitting area. If it wasn't for the music blaring, we probably would try to screen from there. But this being in the atrium, they have live music and stuff at night. But here it's in the middle of the night, and still, I mean, it was so loud. It was crazy. But the waits, you know, the staff was up, the crew cleaning. So this is where you can put cash in, right? It's the same process as the other one, except you would slide cash in that little slot right there, kind of like depositing cash into an ATM. And that would take care of your onboard account. I believe that's one of your excursion desks right there. It is. There's a couple places around the ship you can talk to them about excursions. There's another good look at the atrium. It's really beautiful. And we're going to go down the middle of the ship here. There's those digital screens everywhere for access. So if you don't want to carry your phone around, you can just go to those digital screens around and find out where you're at, find out what's going on, find out what's for dinner. I mean, it's like the app on your phone, which is nice. And as we get to the end of this sort of passageway here, it's my favorite area, my favorite thing on the ship. Venchi. Chocolate. And here's some of the shops. This is, I believe, the alcohol and tobacco shop. Yep, your duty-free shop right in there. And then there's all kinds of other things. We're going to go to the right. We'll come back around there. But here is your Venchi. They make the chocolate fresh right here on the ship, which is amazing. They also have I was going to say ice cream. It's not ice cream. It's
Gelato?
Gelato. Thank you. Whew, almost forgot. They also do specialty coffees and different things there as well. Again, Venchi. A little bit of a menu for their upscale coffees they do, right? There's a bunch of chocolate usually in that little right there. They put them away at night, but that is just filled with different chocolates and stuff. If you're a chocoholic, this is just a place to come to. So yeah, lots of jewelry on the ship, and different shops from necklaces and chains, rings. Obviously, they have there's some of the brands they carry for watches, right? If you're a watch collector, cruise ships and watches are synonymous with one another. They really are. That's sort of a seating area overlooking this, which I call, it's like a piano bar, but it's not in a bar. It's just right out in the open, but it's dueling pianos. And so it's real fun to go down there and hang out. And again, I had pointed out the seating. There's lots of seating there, right there. But there's also a dance floor if you want to dance, too. They're fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I'll try to catch them one night. Of course, I have to mute the music, but we'll at least try to catch the activity. And there were all kinds of handbags for the ladies, clutches and different things. So if you left yours at home or forgot, you can get one here if you want. Just pointing out where we're at. We're all the way at the front of the ship. We're about to go into the theater. Beautiful theater. Yep, no fuzzy walls for me to rub my face on this time, though. There's restrooms right there, men, women, and there is an accessibility type bathroom there. Little bench. I like this hallway. It's like the anticipation of coming into the theater, right? Like a grand reveal, as opposed to when you come in on deck 7, it's like, you're in, right? This is, I don't know, kind of builds up a little bit, I guess.
sound panels. And
You're muted, Lisa. Go ahead.
yeah, I was just saying, you've got the sound panels as you're walking in.
Look
so
at
your
that, y'all.
anticipation.
Beautiful. Hello.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful theater. And it's mostly clear span. There's a couple of columns you can see there that are in the way that would create some sight line issues, but they're literally just a couple of them. Most of these newer ships being built these days, I mean, this was built in 2022, they have found ways to creatively structure the ships so that the theaters are clear span, so there are no visual issues. This is a nice gradual seating. Some of the theaters that we see, there's like a loft. By the way, I was talking about the size of the stage. That stage is huge. Remember, we were just on the Frenzy, and I was pointing out, wow, that stage seems so tiny. I mean, look at this in comparison. I mean, it's absolutely huge. And I'm just going to go back here to stage, stand on the steps so you can see what the performers are looking at when they're looking out to you guys. But as you can see, there's no real balcony. It's just a nice rake up, if you will. And yeah, so there's your theater. We're going to go out the right side and just see what's down this passageway to make sure if there's any bathrooms or anything. I don't think there are. I think the bathrooms were, at least from inside the theater, were only on that one side. I don't necessarily remember them being on this particular side.
I agree.
Right. If you are joining us, I'm narrating this live. We usually try to go with, I'm narrating as we're walking. However, the music was just so loud around the ship this particular night. The staff was, partying, trying to keep themselves awake, and it would get me in trouble with YouTube with all the music. So, yeah, so there was only restrooms on that far side. Okay. And then we're going to come down here. I'm just pointing out where we are again. And we're going to continue down the other side so we can see. I was pointing out the fact that there was only the bathrooms on the one side there. The deck maps here are very, very well done. Okay. Again, there's the other side, the piano bar and the seating area. And here are our shops on the other side. This is, shirts, shorts, apparel, just different apparel, but real casual stuff. It really is set up like a store you might see in a mall, unlike that you would see in a ship. It's very well laid out, I think. Again, on this side, there's on this perfume and makeup for the ladies. If you run out or forgot, MSC, they carry a full line of all makeup and perfumes. You can smell it as you walk by. It's purty. And men, cologne. There's cologne in there, too, for the guys. And there's the other side of Venchi. God, I love Venchi. It's so good.
Right.
All right, so we're sort of doubling back now. We're walking back the same way that we walked through, but this is the only way to get back to the atrium to cover the right, the right side of the atrium. I'm going to walk right up to the railing here, I believe, and I just love this look. Really do. Just looks so elegant to me, right? Very classy. I believe that's not the champagne bar, is it? No, the champagne bar I think is on the next deck.
I believe so, yeah.
Another place to get coffees and things on this side. You can sit all the way down there. He was cleaning, saying hello.
The staff is very friendly.
And the guy down there was waving at us too because he saw us videoing. And yet another one of those kiosks to tie your sign and sell card, your room card, to your credit card and or cash to make sure you pay for your stuff online. That one there is credit card only. Like I said, they're on deck 5, 6, 7, and 8, or 5, 6, and 7. And 8, there's 3. So there's plenty of them around the ship. So you don't have to, go looking too far from them. And they're all sort of around the atrium. Okay? And so there you go. There is your Deck 6, guys. Let us know what your favorite part of Deck 6 is. I know what mine is. You've heard me say it a couple times. Venchi. Love the gelato too, by the way, not just the chocolate. And so, but yeah, there's all of Deck 6, and hopefully you found some place that you enjoy if you're going to come here on the MSC Seascape and check out the piano area there. It's really cool too. So let's say hello to everybody. All right, as we get into Q&A, we'll give you a little balcony cam as we're doing this. Bev Jewel, first in the house tonight. Welcome. How are you doing today? Mama Tallman says, hello, Robert and Lisa. Happy to see Lisa is up and moving tonight. Yes, I got her out of bed, got a little breakfast. We got her off the ship for just a little bit. It was stifling hot today in Cozumel. I mean, it was just, the humidity was so thick. In fact, in our cabin right now, it feels that way because of balcony cam, we have to have the door open. I close it as much as I can, but there's a wire there, and it just sucks all the AC out of the room, and then, of course, the AC shuts off, so it was pretty warm. So we stayed off the ship for just a little bit. I'll talk about this particular port dock, if you will, location, if you've not known about it. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Good evening, Gina. Hello, Tuesday. Patricia, hello to both. Feeling better soon. Lisa, yep, she's getting there a little bit every day. Princess, hope you guys are enjoying your trip. Yep, not too bad. All things being equal, it's kind of sucked the last couple days without my wingman. So I've just been kind of laying low with her. So we haven't really done too much. So, but we're on here for another 7 days when this particular cruise is up. So we're having a good time regardless. Okay. Mimi Radar says, hello, y'all. Love the stripes, right? Good to see Lisa. Yes, it is good to see her. Hello, Macrina. Welcome. Tuesday says, hey, Lisa, glad you're back in front of the camera. I could tell that your sidekick was missing you. I know. Even though she was laying right there. I mean, the bed's right there. It just was off. I have her mic muted just because we're going to keep her from talking as much as possible. I would love that table. Great for people watching. Oh, you're talking about our table? Oh my gosh, yes. By the way, and I didn't tell you this, Lisa, after dinner I went down outside for a little bit, and Lisa came back here to the cabin, and I ran into the older Russian couple they're talking about, and I said to them, so glad you got your seats back tonight, and you had a much more quiet dinner. And I don't think they quite got it, but it was, I said hello. They did have a nice quiet dinner. Yes. And hello, Dr. Cherie. Kathy P., welcome. Hello. How cute the two of you in your matching shirts. Feel better soon. Oddly enough, mine's black and hers is blue. And we bought them at two different times, two different places, but the stripe pattern is exactly the same. It's just mine's black and hers blue. So anyway, one day if I'm not paying attention, I'm colorblind because that looks black to me. I would grab it and put it on. The only way I could tell is she's got a hood on hers. Mine doesn't. It's just colorless. Anyway. All right, so there you have it. We'll leave a balcony cam, so you can see what's going on out there. Not much. It's really windy. I can pan backwards and show you the very, very back of the ship, and you can see the waves continue. It is really blowing hard out there. Other nights that we've done this, and I've panned to the back, you can see bunches of people hanging out back there. Ain't nobody hanging out there now. It is. I don't know. One of the windier nights I remember being on an outside deck, and a lower outside deck. I get it when you're up on the top, but this is towards the back of the ship on a lower deck, and it is just whipping through there. I'd love to know. I'm sure there's a channel on the TV that would tell us what the winds are blowing, but I bet they're blowing it, 40 or 50 knots. Anyway, whatever. It's okay. And by the way, Macrina says, bet you got a whole week coming up. Always think positive. Absolutely. Of course we do. And then another 10 days after that. There you go, by the way. Applause for everyone, not the crickets. I hit two buttons at the same time. Danny Mac's like, wow, this is live from the middle of the ocean? How cool. I know, right, buddy? Though we are broadcasting from our cabin, we normally like to try to be out in the public areas, but the Wi-Fi in the public areas on MSC is not as strong as, say, Carnival, but the Wi-Fi in the room it's okay. Overall, the Wi-Fi performance on MSC is, speed-wise, is less than we've seen at Carnival, but it's just enough to stream. So, excuse me. Anyway, so we were in Cozumel today, and we weren't docked at the normal place that most of the ships go to, which is further down. which I would consider that the main port. We were actually docked at what I believe they call downtown, which is called Punta Langosta. Punta Langosta. Okay, and there's not a lot in the port area because it's more just, I hit the crickets by accident. Yeah, I hit the crickets by accident. We'll turn them off. I was trying to do this. Anyway, and so the way this port works is there's a few shops that are sort of behind the fence of the port. Not many, just a few. But you get on an escalator, ride up an escalator, and you walk this crosswalk, which takes you over the main street that's just in front of the ship or in front of the port. And now you're in this really large shopping complex. In fact, I'll put the highlights back up and just mute the music, talk over it, because it's basically, that's the port, that one little building right there. A little sign as you come in. There's some guys, if you don't want to walk, they hang out by the ship and come back here. They're free, but they're going to require a tip. In fact, I saw this one kid give him like $2, and the guy complained as we were walking back to the ship. Anyway, but if you look behind there just a little bit here, I'm going to play it again just a little further. Oh, these are the escalators that I was talking about, and it takes you upstairs. And I'm standing now upstairs taking this particular video. And when you turn around, this is the other view from where I was videoing the first view. I just turned around, and this was the other side. And this is a huge shopping complex that you're looking at right there. Okay? But you don't get there from the ground. You get there right from where I'm standing. And it goes so quick, and I didn't capture it. If you look just to the right of your screen, there's that walkway that goes across the street. And so you just walk over the walkway, and you're in the shopping complex. Anything you want to eat or drink or buy is in this shopping complex. Now, if you don't want to hang out there and you want to go somewhere else, there's also a plethora of taxis hanging around there. There was tons of security. I noticed a lot of extra security there because I'm sure y'all are aware that Cozumel's had some troubles in the past 5 or 6 weeks. I think it's been relatively quiet the past few weeks, but we didn't feel the least bit threatened walking around where we walked around. If you're going to come on MSC, this is where you're going to dock. If you're going to be on any other cruise line, you'll be docked down a ways. And that was the sunset as we were pulling out of our dock and heading into the wind. Anyway, so there you go. So that was a little bit about Langosta, Punta Langosta. Okay? And so I made a comment about meds, buying them cheaper, blah, 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 blah. That's to say there's a lot of people out there in the world that don't have health insurance, or if they haven't health insurance, it's a basic health insurance, and you still have to pay quite a bit for your medicines. Lisa's on one particular prescription in the United States. It would cost us like $35 or something like that for a month's supply.
Maybe.
Here, like $7 for the same stuff. So every time we come to Mexico, we stock up for her. So. Like Z-Pack or erythromycin, they have all the stuff that you normally would need a prescription for. I'm not telling you to be your own doctor. I'm not saying that. But like for me, I'm allergic to penicillin. I can't take any penicillin. So if I've get an infection of some kind, it is Z-Pack. That is what the doctors give me 100% of the time. I have never had anything else other than that. And so I'm pretty comfortable in knowing that if I get what I would, if I get ill for my normal illness, it's Z-Pack. So I'm not talking about the flu or anything else, but, normal congestive, probably what Lisa's got right now. Anyway, she probably should have been taking erythromycin or Z-Pack. So
Azithromycin.
Yeah, azithromycin. So that was a little bit about the port area there. We didn't do very much outside of that. Again, just climbing out of bed for the first time in 2.5 days. So we just took it a little bit easy, and we did have to sit down for a little bit, got her some water, because, strength's down. You're not eating or doing anything for a couple days. It takes a couple days to recuperate. So she ate a little breakfast, ate a little lunch, had some of that beef barley soup for dinner that I was telling you all about earlier, at least on Facebook, a bowl and a half, and a half a spring roll. I had the other one and a half. Anyway, so, yep.
We did get you a Mexican Coke while we're...
Oh yeah, Mexican Coke. Yeah, I had Mexican Coke. I love Mexican Coke. Shot a video on that. We're going to put it out. If you didn't know, sodas in America, they use corn syrup for sweetening.
High fructose corn syrup.
Which gives you a different flavor. Here in Mexico, they use good old-fashioned sugar, what used to be used in America.
Yeah.
But years ago, they stopped using regular sugar and switched to this corn syrup stuff. Anyway, it tastes so good. So if you like soda when you're in Mexico, make sure you buy one.
Right.
So, okay, let's back up to a couple of your questions here. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Kathy says, hello, how cute you two in your matching shirts feel better. So, we already read that one, sorry. But you got a whole week. Yep, read that one too. Wow, this is live come from, yeah, did I go that far back? Is this a Russian Navy cruise? I'm not going to lie to you, there's a lot of...
I think he's talking about the stripes.
I know he's talking about the stripes, but if I was to walk around with a camera and catching the audio, there's a lot of...
There's a lot of Russian language being spoken here, for sure.
Or that sort of dialect.
Yeah.
Because, if you're from the Ukraine, it's a very Russian
very
dialect.
similar.
Or any of the old USSR countries now, they all have a very similar dialect, and I can't pick them apart. They can, obviously, from their own region, but I know you're trying to be funny, but oddly enough, there's a huge Russian-ish contingency on the ship. Yep. Macrinus is the crickets. Yeah. Kathy P says, I've never cruised on MSC before. Why should I choose MSC? We sail Carnival, NCL, and Holland. Okay, answer me this as we keep on talking, Kathy. When was the last time you sailed with any of those cruise lines? Please let me know, and then I'll answer your question. Danny's like, must be the shirts. Love the cricket squirrel. Oh, wow. Working escalators. Last time I was there, they were not working.
Oh.
There was one that was broken down that they were working on, but it was like a down one, and we were on the upside. Also, going back to the ship, the escalator that goes down to get you off of the balcony area, it was not working, so we just walked down it. But the rest of them were. So I don't know how many of them there were, but one was torn apart, one was not on, but the rest were functioning. We also matched the picture behind us. I know, isn't that cool? We worked that out.
We did. We planned it.
We just went and bought these shirts. Okay, Holland in December, Carnival in January. Okay, so recent. So dollar for dollar. We cannot say enough about MSC, dollar for dollar. Right now, the cost of an MSC cruise is about the same as a Carnival cruise, okay? But you're getting more of a premium experience like you might get on a Celebrity Cruises. In your case, Holland, except the ages are going to be different on MSC than Holland, okay? It also seems, which we're learning from being on this ship, it also seems to depend on where you take the ship out of. The previous two MSC ships we sailed out of Port Canaveral, and it was a very good mixture of people. There were a lot of foreigners, but there were also a lot of Americans from different places around the country. So the Seascape sails out of Miami, the one that we're on right now, and I can go nearly all day without hearing somebody speak English. The overseas people on the ship coming out of Miami is huge. I don't know what the percentage is. We can try to go to customer service and ask, but they probably don't have that data. And if they did, they may not give it to us anyway. But there's a very heavy contingency of foreign people sailing here. Now, rightfully so. MSC is massive in Europe. They're really, if I remember, they're the #1 European line. Yeah. That's where they've been forever. And so they're now really pushing hard into the U.S. market, post-COVID, if you will. And so people that are used to sailing MSC in Europe, that are European, whatever their nationality is, are used to their experiences with this cruise line. And so they've come over here. So, but dollar for dollar, I mean, you see some of the shots and the deck plans, the deck tours that we're giving you, the ships are just beautiful. The service has been amazing, and the food has been amazing on the 3 ships we've been on. Can't speak for any of the others. Just speaking about the 3 ships that we've been on. Absolutely amazing. Far better than Carnival, the Carnival Foods offering. The buffet is much better stocked than we see on Carnival, that we've seen on Royal. However, Celebrity's buffet was better than this one.
Agreed.
Right?
Agreed.
So if you talk to Lido Life if he comes on, he watched some of our first videos from the first MSC ship we went on, and he decided to book it based upon the videos we did. And he just got off. He's a convert. He's never going back to Carnival again. He's MSC 100%. That's what he said in last night's stream. It's really such an enjoyable. And embarkation on all the ships has been fine. Debarkation has been fine. It's just been great. The weirdest thing that happened, the 3 weird things. I didn't tell you about the first one, but the captain was having his sort of welcome picture with people the other night, and the ship's photographer was out. People were standing in line. I didn't necessarily want to stand in line for the picture with the captain. Not our thing. I mean, just thank you so much. But as I was walking by, I just held the camera up, my phone, maybe I did talk about this the other night.
You did.
Yeah, just, as I was walking by doing this, and somebody on the other side of the rope saw that and told me to put the phone away. Thought that was a little strange, but whatever. I put it away. It's okay. We don't get offended. Not a problem. I think it's a big money grab. Because, that's right. We did talk about it because the lady said it's company policy. I'm like, yeah, company policy, schmolicy. That's a crock of. Oh, no. I put the wrong button.
You gotta straighten those buttons out.
I gotta straighten those buttons out.
Man.
Hey, Desiree, welcome.
Talk about the status match too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. One of the things that excited us, Kathy, when we tried to do our very first one, is we learned that MSC does status matching. So let's say we're platinums on Carnival, which is our highest rating on any of the cruise lines that we sail, and so we gave them our Carnival information, and within like 3 days it came back, congratulations, you're now the equivalent for them, which is their gold. I think they've only got 4 levels.
I think so.
Classic, something, gold, and diamond. And their point system is completely different as well. But ultimately we started sailing with them already at their platinum level. Again, they call it gold. What is also nice is every cruise you take with them from that point on adds to the points that they start you off at. You're not starting back at 0 and waiting to catch up and then continue on. So you're starting here and then you're just going up from there, which I feel is a really, really neat thing that they're offering passengers to give them a try that have been sailing other cruise lines forever. And that's what we would say. Give them a try. Right?
The only thing that I don't like is, or what I love about the Carnival's benefits are free laundry.
Yeah.
And it is not free at any level on MSC.
It's a discount.
It's a discount.
Like a 25% discount or something.
Yeah,
like
so
that.
I do miss the free laundry, but
we're especially going to miss them this trip because we're here for 2 weeks.
2 weeks, exactly.
But it's okay. It's whatever. It's okay.
It is. I mean, their prices are so much less that, we can pay for the laundry.
Yeah, exactly. Macrina says Kathy lives about 30 minutes from you. Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, very nice.
And Danny had a comment earlier. He did match the picture behind you. I wonder if booking in a foreign country, the cruise fare is less than if booked than the U.S. Interestingly enough, I've heard comments about this before, and don't actually 100% know the answer. But I remember years and years and years ago when we had our agency, they went through this thing, or they started, I don't know whatever happened to it, but we used to be able to book people from all over the world. And the cruise lines started, again, this is 15 years ago now, guys, a long time ago.
Maybe even 20.
Yeah, maybe even 20. They started with people, travel agents in America can't book somebody from
Canada.
Well, I think Canada
England.
was okay. England or Ireland or Russia or Australia. We actually had a handful of customers from Australia. And so I think it's the opposite. I think the cruises are cheaper here. And at that particular time, it was because of conversion rates.
I think you're right.
Like
That sounds very familiar.
like in 2003, 4, and 5, the euro was like 2 to 1 or something, or US 1 to 2. So €1 is equal to $2. It's not that way now, but they would get their cruise for far less if they were booking it. So I don't know if that's been maintained or they've done away with it and just book with whoever you want to book with, especially with the advent of online booking services. You never know where they're based. They're based here or there or wherever. It's an unknown. Anyway, hopefully that answered your question, but honestly, I think it's cheaper booking in America. But
I believe, at least when we were doing it was, yeah.
So hello, Desiree, welcome.
Hi.
Kathy says, I do? That's cool. She didn't even know. I'm sorry. It's the group cruise contact. Oh, Kathy. No.
Different Kathy?
Kathy, are you our group cruise contact, Kathy? I don't know. Oh, and I'm assuming that you have connected Macrina with Kathy. If we haven't said anything, we are having a group cruise. Our very first group cruise, guys. It is in 2025. There's plenty of time for you to plan this. It's going to be on the Carnival Horizon out of Miami on November 8th, 2025. All right? In fact, if you want, here's just a little teaser about the cruise.
Come join us November 8th, 2025.
There'll be meet and greets,
Parties.
pineapples.
Ducks. And of course, the live shows.
Don't miss our first ever group cruise. We'll see
see
you
you
on
on
the
the
horizon. Okay, so there you go. Our group cruise. Just send me an email, guys, if you're interested. It's a $50 deposit. It doesn't sail until November. It's like 18 months from now or something. I'm not sure. It's a ways away. Just send an email to tallmanscruiseadventures@gmail.com. All right. It's a $50 deposit. That's it. The only asterisk that I say is you will not be able to pick a cabin until you've paid the full deposit. A full deposit is $250 per person or $500 for the cabin. Okay. So once that is done, then you can pick a cabin, but you don't actually have to have your full deposit in until June of next year. As I'm saying, it's crazy. So come on board and be part of our first group cruise. Don't worry, Macrina. It's okay. And I think I understand. It's the Kathy, our travel partner, who's taking care of our group cruise that lives about 30 minutes from you, not Kathy P, who's in here with us. And Kathy says, thanks for the insight. You'll definitely start to look into them. Absolutely. I wouldn't look too far. Just pick a ship, right? I would go on either the Seashore out of Port Canaveral, which honestly would be my first choice, and then this one would be the second. The Seaside that we went on is back over in Europe. So if you want to go do a European cruise, go do that. But
that would be my first choice.
Yes, but the Seashore is out of Port Canaveral. I would take that one. And just as an example, and I don't know the actual number, but I'm going to be really close here. We've booked a back-to-back, so 2 separate cruises in a balcony, and not including the port charges and internet that we need, but just the cruise, taxes, and all that stuff. We're a little over $2,000 for both cruises combined for a balcony.
14 days.
Yeah, so 14 days of cruising in a balcony cabin. It was like 2,200 and change, or something like that. So I just can't beat that, guys. And it's not like it's a crap ship with a bunch of crappy food and crappy service. It really is a premium experience. Or we wouldn't say it. Mind you, they're not paying us to be here. We paid our hard-earned dollars to come on here. Ain't no promotion here for MSC. And those who have been with us long enough know, and even if they did, we're going to tell you how we feel anyway, one way or the other. Which is probably why they're never going to help us or support us or give us anything, because when they do, they want you to say nothing but nice things. And we say nice things where nice things need to be said. And if there's a critical moment, we will talk about that as well. So anyway. Macrina says it's a long story, yes, but not much accomplished yet. Okay, let me know. Looks fun. Yeah, it's gonna be a blast, Danny. It really is.
Yeah.
No. That was for the whole cabin. It was like $525 for me and $525 for her for the first cruise, and the second one was like $560 a piece, something like that. And again, tax. I mean, out the door. It was insane. So yeah, so that was just call around $2,200 for the cabin for both of us on this ship for this particular cruise.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we couldn't turn that down.
no, not at all.
Yeah.
Right? Amazing.
Yeah.
The food's great. Yeah, really. Since we're on here 14 days and Lisa's been sick for a couple days, we've not done a lot of the things we would do. One, we haven't got answers to your questions yet. I promise you. That's
sorry.
what she does. We'll get to them. Don't worry about it. Two, I have mentioned last night, we're going to get up to the buffet and just take some shots of the buffet. The hardest part is there's always people there, but that's the only time the buffet's open, right? And so I'd like to get some really good shots of that so that you can see and compare to what other buffets look like. But the quality of the food, I mean, they had mussels and they've had lamb shanks, and I mean, just amazing stuff on the buffet that you just don't see anywhere else.
Exactly. Oh, even on the breakfast buffet, they have, salmon and things like that you
Yeah.
don't typically see on a breakfast buffet.
I had
Herring
I had
and-
a bacon, egg, and cheese, egg, like an egg McMuffin yesterday. They had for lunch. I had this Cuban sandwich they had pressed. It's a lot of different things. They had empanadas that didn't cost any money.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
we
they've had
recommend going.
empanadas, I think, every day.
Every
haven't
day?
They? Yeah,
I
they've
don't
had
know.
they had chicken, they had like ham and cheese, and yeah, they've been mixing it up. But I think they've had empanadas every day.
And their pizza we've been very vocal. MSC's pizza #1 as far as we're concerned on the sea. Carnival's #2.
Mutiny.
Yep. We're muting the Lisa. Of course, they're hearing you. Where's mine? I've muted you and mine's gone. What the heck? What's
I hear you. Sorry, guys.
one?
Yeah, I was hot.
You're on now, but I'm gone. 1, 2. Weird.
I hear you. Am I hearing you from my microphone?
I guess I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Your microphone.
This is
okay,
I'm off.
All right. Can you hear me through your microphone?
I do not. I hear
Wow.
nothing. I hear nothing at all.
Well, we're going to reboot. Everybody, hang on a second. I'm just going to turn it off. Yes, turn that off. Wow. Things that happen during a live stream.
Yeah.
This is the second time that. You guys never notice it. You're just hearing us now off the microphone, I believe, on the computer here. But we'll reboot this and see what happens.
Yeah. Sorry for coughing in your ears, guys.
It's all right. I don't remember what we were talking about. What were we talking about?
We were talking about the buffet.
The buffet.
Weren't we talking about the buffet?
Yes, we can hear you through your mic. Interesting. I lost everything. Interesting. Well, you can hear me now because it's the...
It was the computer mic.
Yeah, hang on.
I mean, it sounds like you're on your mic to me.
1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it's gone. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it's just 100% gone. It's the strangest thing. Hang on, let me...
I mean, I hear all of that.
I hear nothing. 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 Change up. 1, 2. Hey. No, it's just completely gone. Just dead. I don't know. We'll go to yours.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I'll play with it later. I don't know what it needs. Who knows? But obviously you can hear me now because I'm on Lisa's mic. There we have it. So, anyway, we're back. So the buffet. I don't know we were talking about the buffet. We were gonna get different shots of it, but there was something else. The pizza. I was talking about the pizza. They make full-size pizzas, guys. Like 18-inch round pizzas. When you get a slice, you're getting a slice of pizza. Carnival makes amoebas and throws some stuff on it that looks like pizza. It's good, don't get me wrong. Like I said, number 2 at C, Carnival Pizza. But they make these tiny little things. These are full-size 18-inch pies. And they cut it into 8 slices. Yeah. Or is it 6? I'll count them. It's 6 or 8. I heard you before, though. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? I'll watch the replay and I'll see what's going on. But yeah, I mean, it just completely died off. I mean, nothing.
Yeah, you don't want me on. I'll just cough all over you.
Yeah. Yeah, if she talks too much, she just starts hacking and coughing.
Yeah,
so.
I do.
Mamie Rader's like, it's the gremlins again. I promise you, it is not midnight here. So it's not a gremlin.
And we didn't feed them.
And we'd never feed the gremlins.
Never.
Ever. Never feed a gremlin after midnight. Ever. Put Lisa on now. She's part of the show. Yes. Patricia's like, now I want pizza.
You know what? I think I do too.
Okay, we'll get some pizza after this if you like.
Yeah, I think
if you feel you want to eat some.
I want to try a slice.
On Carnival, on the Frenzy, I had pizza 0 times.
I had it once.
So far on this ship, 3 times. What's that tell you? I don't know. It's the thing. Y'all got to come try it. Maybe we should change up and have the group cruise on here instead. Well, maybe that'll be the next time. The next group cruise. The next group cruise, exactly. So, yeah.
Yeah, tall man pizza.
Tall man pizza. Purell.
Oh, are you telling me I need to sanitize?
Me.
Sanitize?
What she has is not a contagious thing. It's, like I said, it's not norovirus. It's not the plague. It's none of that. It's just what happens to Lisa when she gets overworked, overtired, unrested.
My body shuts down.
Yeah. Plus, now's our heavy allergy season. And so we're already runny and coughy and congesting, kind of stuff anyway. And all of that just compounds. And then all of a sudden it's down in her chest. And that's the end of it.
Yeah. And then I just can't stop coughing.
Yep. And it takes about 5 days to come full circle. So we're on day 3.5 now. Yeah, half. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Day 3.
So,
right at 3.
Yep. So she's out of bed and had some food. So anyway.
You're right at 3 because we finished the stream and I was done. And then I was off yesterday and now I'm here today.
No. There was a day we missed.
We missed a day.
We finished the stream.
Then
We
we were
did
off
not stream the next day. I streamed last night, and now we're here. So 3.5 days.
3 days.
Yeah, because I'm counting the first half. Because you really started in the middle of the room day, the room cabin day.
It was a dinner.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the day. I mean, 24-hour period.
He's trying to make me seem like I've been sick longer, so I get better faster.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying
Yeah,
to do.
exactly. Denise says, invite the delivery person on the live. No, we're just going to go get it. We have to look into room service. We're not room service people. We've never ever done that.
Have we ever ordered
Ever.
room service? Not even for coffee in the morning. We've never ordered room service.
No. I don't think I'd even know how to do it.
Yeah.
I'll just put that there so you can hear both of us. We'll turn it up a little bit. Let's see, Ken. Do you think you will do any other cruises out of L.A. or San Diego? I would never say never. It just has to be the right itinerary. Obviously, our next West Coast cruise, really, we want it to be Alaska. We really wanted to do it this year. Yeah. We just couldn't swing it. Yeah. Alaska is, from a price standpoint and everything else, with we want to go there for us, not necessarily. I mean, we will cover it for the channel, but that's like a bucket list thing for us. And so we want to make sure that we've spent enough time seeing the things that we want to see and going where we want to go. And we couldn't get it to work.
And
So
for me, I would say I'm gonna say yes, we will at some point in time.
yeah,
My new favorite port in Mexico is Cabo San Lucas, and of course we got there from Long Beach.
yeah.
And I loved that port. I would love to spend some more time exploring over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. I think I
Mom,
can twist his arm. I think we will.
Mom's like, I'd love to switch to MSC for the group cruise. Yeah, no, it's too late for that. We've already given people our deposit. We've already got everything out there.
Yeah.
Our first group cruise is going to be on Carnival, all right? On the horizon, November 8th, 2025. But November of 2026, maybe it's MSC.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe.
Tinny's like, never? Even when it used to be free? Yeah, never. No, just
What was the never?
room service.
Oh, room service. Yeah, no, never. Not even when it was free. Not even for coffee in the morning.
No, I know it's just never been a thing for us.
Yeah, and it's buffet's right there, so
Yeah.
it's easy enough to get up and go. We're mobile.
We've gotten stuff and brought it back to the balcony when we've had balconies, but we've never.
We've never ordered and had it served here.
No.
No.
Macrina says, I've never ordered room service either. It would probably be cold for me. Yeah, I don't, it's just a thing. Macrina loves Cabo as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
Cabo's beautiful. It's our new favorite Mexican port.
Without a doubt. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely beautiful.
So we're up to 13 thumbs up, so we get applause for that. And then, of course, there's 16 of you on here with us right now, so
Come on, you other
you know what you got
three.
to do. Hit that thumbs up. You got to do it. It doesn't cost you anything. It is absolutely free. Just move your hand on it. That's all you got to do. And it really helps with the channel. If you haven't figured it out, we need a ton of help.
Yeah, we do.
Help. Me more than her.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, you need different kind of help.
Yeah, maybe.
I got technology like
Yeah.
it's funny. We had Mark and Rocky from This Cruise Life on with us when we were on the Frenzy. When we finished our last stream, oh my gosh, what's his name? He was on with us last night here. Steve from
Yeah.
Travel something Adventures. I
Yeah,
can't
that I
remember.
don't
Anyway,
remember.
they're all looking at our stuff going, oh, it's so cool, the setup and this, that. And I said the same thing to them. I said, don't bother.
Yeah,
You don't want the headache. and the 4 other pieces of luggage you have to carry all this stuff.
Yeah.
I says, in our particular case, because we full-time RV, this setup was a necessity just because of our lifestyle. We don't have a YouTube studio in a house, in a room that we don't use. We just don't have that.
So we're stuck with the 4 suitcases and the moving the setup.
Yeah, because
set up
even
and tear down
when
every
we're
time.
at home, the RV, when we're not on a ship, it still has to be set up and torn down and set up and torn down every day.
Yep.
So that's why we have the rig that we have. It's all small. It's very portable, even though it takes up. Well, it's 1 rolling suitcase, the 2 backpacks. Oh,
But it is all right.
and the stand. Right. Anyway. Then he says, sometimes you just want chocolate cake at 2 a.m. and the buffet wouldn't be open. I suppose, but this day,
They're
this
open
day and
till,
age,
what, 1:30?
1:30, but he said 2.
You did say 2, but
it-
get
the-
your butt up 30 minutes early.
The the room service offerings are very minimal, like on Carnival. You can get pizza, any of the flavors, and there was just like a couple of other things. Like, it wasn't like a gajillion things to order from. It was very, very limited. I don't remember breakfast because I didn't look for breakfast, but so like lunch and dinner stuff for room service, it wasn't very much.
No.
It really wasn't. Hello, Mr. Cruiser. Welcome. Kathy also likes Cabo.
Yes.
Danny Mac, yes, agree. I do get pizza at 1 a.m. with a cup of tea, and people watch everyone walking by. Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Yep, that's what we
Love
do,
it.
and we're probably going to get some pizza when we're done with this.
Yep.
Since if she's hankering for some pizza, that is a good sign.
It is, right? I'm going to try it.
Hercules. We're going to give Lisa some applause. And her favorite, the air horn.
I can't hear it.
you
I'm
can't
so
hear it.
glad I can't hear that. I hate that sound.
I'm gonna go back here.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go back here.
Are you?
Yeah, just. Hello.
You make me listen for the air horn.
Yeah. It's so weird. It's like I feel that I can. Hello. I don't know. Whatever.
Stick with it.
Yeah, we're gonna stay here. Yeah. Anyway, pizza party in the group cruise. Oh, you better believe
know
it.
it.
You better believe it.
Yeah.
It'll be the little amoebas, and everybody have to get their own personal pizza. But yes, I mean, we're gonna have a pizza party. That'll be one of the outings. All right.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Midnight and pizza. Let's go. Macrina's like, heck yeah.
Yeah.
How long have you been living in the RV life, and what made you decide to do it? 17 years and necessity. But we've only been full-timing since 2021. We've been most timing for 17 years. That's what I call it, most timing. Interesting. So they were hearing me on the mic. It's just I'm not hearing anything.
It's in your ears.
Yeah. So this part has stopped working on mine.
Yes.
So, which is oh so important because I'm controlling everything. So I have to hear. If I can't hear, I'll have to start doing this.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to do that. Anyway, so we work in live events industry. I started off there myself. Our daughter was still in school, so during school time, Lisa was home with her. Our daughter, Alyssa, who's now grown up and married, got her own kids. But then in the summer times, they would come and join me. Now, I call that the necessity, not them joining me, but working in live events. Every week or every 2 weeks, I'm in a different city somewhere in the country. And it's nonstop for 8, 9, 10 months a year. It varies, but 8, 9, 10 months a year. And you just can't have, my personal opinion, others disagree, and that's great. But for us, we just couldn't maintain any kind of quality of life living in a hotel room for 2 weeks here and then 2 weeks there. And any kind of quality of a diet and different things. Yes, I know you can bring the little hot pads, and it's problematic at best. Also because the refrigerators in some of these hotels are tiny. Now, if you can get an extended stay, yes, they have full kitchens and full refrigerators. You can do that. But we chose, also for money reasons, the RV was a much, much cheaper way to go.
Without a doubt.
Now, pre-COVID, you could get what I would call a decent hotel. Not the flea bags, not the Marriotts, but something decent for $80-$90 a night. Somewhere around there. Okay? Now multiply that, let's just say 100 to make things easy. Okay? So in a week, that's $700 in the hotel. Okay? For a 2-week event, it's $1,400 plus the setup time and the teardown time, add another 3 days. So you're $1,700, right? For my RV, at a lot of these events, in most cases, it cost me like $25 a day. So the cost savings alone dictated that we were going to get an RV. And that's what we did. So we bought our first one. And we bought it used from the original owner. We bought it directly from them. It had been garage kept. I mean, the thing was, it was 12 years old, but literally brand new.
Beautiful, yeah.
They'd never even, the paperwork was still in I don't think they used any of the appliances. Any of them. They took it out for vacation once a week, 1 week every year for 12 years. And outside of that was kept in their big garage.
Yeah.
It's amazing to have a brand new 12-year-old RV. And then we beat the absolute crap out of it.
Yeah, we did.
The interior looked great. We're not messy people, so the interior stayed nice and perfect. But it was our first RV, so we didn't really learn how to care for the outside, and it was fiberglass. Anyway, in the end, the roof ended up peeling back off of that one. It became a convertible.
We didn't know that you needed to check things and what to look for and how to take care of it.
Yeah.
Of course, we know that now.
Yes, we know that now. Anyway, so we're actually on our third RV and enjoy it. We really do. We love the freedom. We still have a house. We're not in it. We don't live in it. Again, our daughter and husband or fiance and grandson, my daughter, her husband, and grandson live in the house. So we do have a home base. That's where the mail goes. And when we're not on the road, we bring the RV back there. We still stay in it, but at least we're on property where we have a place to hook up, and again, it doesn't cost us any more money. So anyway, so that's our RV story. Everybody says it was working. Is the boat rocking, or you guys just happen to be swaying in unison? No, the boat's rocking. It's it's not like a seasick rocking, but it's I don't know what system we're going into or if there's a system at all, but as soon as we pulled out of Mexico and started heading north, the wind, I'm not kidding you, the winds are blowing hard. We'll go back to balcony cam real quick here. Balcony cam, where is your balcony cam? There it is. All right, so if you remember from the other night, you can see the waves. They're not huge, but I mean, that is not smooth at all whatsoever. And a lot of that is wind driven. I'm going to pan the palette to the back. Other nights that we've been watching, if you go here to the back, there's always been people hanging out back here. Always. There's not one person there. Nobody. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, there is. There's one person sitting down. I can see him moving. Maybe two people, a couple. But there's always been people hanging out, hanging at the rail there. I mean, there's a couple of people right there. You can see the hair. Look at the hair. Here, look. Just look there. It's just. I think that tells you how much it's blowing. Okay, it's pretty blatant. Yeah, it's pretty good out there. All right, let's pan up. I'm not wanting to do that for people, but at least you can see the hair moving. We'll pan it back over there. Go down a little bit, out a little bit. So yes. Pizza by the flagpole? Absolutely. Pizza by the flagpole.
I like
Princess, what is what you guys' next port? What's the back-to-back cruise? What's the next voyage? So tomorrow's a day at sea, Prince. So no port, just chilling. We're going to do, at least I will be doing a lot of recording and things for you guys, voiceovers and different things. Depending on how Lisa feels, we'll then figure out what she may or may not do. But I know what I need to do tomorrow to keep things going for you guys. It's a work day for me, even though we're at sea. Okay. After that is the Bahamas, Nassau. We're going to Nassau. And then that cruise is over. So the back-to-back, so we don't get off. We stay on the ship. We have a couple days at sea, and then we're going to, I think, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and St. Thomas. Okay, that's the next cruise. After that, we get off of MSC. We have a day on dry land, and then get on the Emerald Princess Cruise Line's ship, the Emerald Princess, and we're doing a 10-day southern itinerary. And again, I forget those ports. I'll look them up and I'll let you know later, but I think it's like Aruba and, you know what? I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to guess.
I get them so confused with
you know what? I got Wi-Fi on my phone. I can do this.
You can do that.
I can do this. I have skills.
Nice.
Not many. Here we go. I even have it pulled up. No, this is the MSC. Ships and ratings. P for Princess. That's not an N. There we go. Princess Cruises. We're going on the Emerald. Show me the money. And we're going May 10th, and it's the 10-day version. They have a 20-day version, but we're going on the 10-day. So, first day, Princess K, Bahamas. Is this the 10-day? Yeah. Day at sea, then St. Thomas, Dominica, St. Lucia, Fort de France, which is Martinique, Antigua, and 2 days at sea, and back to Fort Lauderdale. So we're this one.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah, right? So, beautiful southern itinerary.
Yeah.
And that's on May 10th. So we're literally, May 10th. Is it May 10th? No, it's 10 nights. May 10th. 8. Do we have a problem? I'm like, uh-oh.
I was like, that itinerary doesn't sound like what we talked about. But
I know,
I'm
right?
happy with it.
Day at sea.
With that.
It can't be the 10th because we're still on this ship on the 10th. Uh-oh. You want to see a meltdown live on YouTube? You're about to.
go. Let's see what they were supposed to be getting on that ship.
What is this? What are you doing? I just need you to go away. The 20th.
Okay.
Yes, because we were doing the back-to-back on this, so it's the 20th. Sheesh. Yeah.
So scratch everything you said.
All right, quit that. There's something going on there. And, of course, it's still stuck. Force quit. What is that doing? Force quit Microsoft Excel. Go away. Go away. Thank you. And it's just stuck there. It's just stuck there. Go away. Go away. Okay. All right. There we go. I know. I'm not trying to. I'm just trying that. So, yeah. So the other 10-day.
20th, yes.
Show me the deals. It's just taking time to load. Too many. What do you mean too many departures? I'm on Princess. On the 20th. There we go. May 20th. All right. Take 2. Again, we depart from Fort Lauderdale. 2 days at sea. BVI, British Virgin Islands, Tortola, St. Kitts, Antigua, St. Martin, St. Thomas, day at sea, Nassau, Fort Lauderdale.
There you go. That sounds
Yeah.
good.
Woo. That was a long way. I was freaking out.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. There you go, Prince. Those flags are the ABC Islands for the group. Yes, they are. Justina says, oh my gosh, I'm late. Wasn't thinking you were an hour ahead. Yeah, our times are all off.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of, we are back on normal time tomorrow. So like 8 o'clock my time will be 8 o'clock your time tomorrow. So it'll probably be 9 o'clock your time because that's when we've been doing it. So anyway, we've been coming on at 8, which has been 9. Now we're going to come on at 9, which is 9. Yeah, anyway. Nice to see everybody and nice to see you, Justina.
Yes.
Some new ports on Princess. Yeah, it's we're going to enjoy that. Are you going to miss the ship? She was talking about the first one.
Yeah.
No, we're not. I again forgot the back-to-back.
No, he's,
Here, just got the wrong
looking at
dates.
dates.
I'm tired too,
Yep.
Yep. So, all right. Well, look, as we're wrapping this up, please remember the housekeeping notes. If you're stayed this far into the video and been jumping around and have not heard, here's your housekeeping. Thumbs up, subscribe, become part of the Tall Man Clan. It is free to you. It really does help out the channel, and we sincerely appreciate it. We broadcast live just about every single night we're on a ship. Every once in a blue moon, we do take a night off, but we come to you live every single night. We are on the ocean with a live show, and we talk about cruising, specifically also the cruise ship that we're on. Which leads me to housekeeping note number 2. If you want to know anything about the ship that we are on, currently, we're on the MSC Seascape. There's no better time to ask it while we're on it, because we can get you a direct answer. We may already know it. If we already know the answer, we will give it to you live when we're having our Q&A session. If you ask a question and we don't know it, we promise you we will find out the answer before the end of the cruise, and we will let you know in another upcoming live show. Okay? So if you're watching the replay, of course, just leave the comments, leave it down in the comments, okay? Leave your question down in the comments, because we answer all of our questions, okay? And all of our comments. Yep. Was that thumbs up? And then what? That was thumbs up and then what? I don't know. Subscribe! Thumbs up and subscribe, Danny.
Yes.
And hit the notification bell. Right? There it is right there. See it? Thumbs up. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And well, there you know when our new videos pop up. All right. Well, we appreciate each and every one of you being with us tonight. We want to keep this a little bit on the shorter side. We don't want to... can I repeat? Yeah, I can repeat. Do us a huge favor, guys. Thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell, become part of the Tall Man Clan. It is free to you, and it really helps us out, because this is like Groundhog's Day. I can't get out of this. Anyway, we want to keep this a little bit on the short side tonight. We want to get Lisa back to bed, but first some pizza, and we will see you tomorrow night. All right, so everybody have a great night, and we will see you again later. Peace!